Good morning, class. I just would like to introduce myself and kind of go over some basic requirements for our COM 2500 social media strategy class. Excuse me, my name's Eric Emmett. I'll be your professor for this very brief 5-week session. And it is intense and it moves fast, so be mindful of that. We have a total of 8 assignments that you'll have to turn in over that period. I have a quiz and a discussion post, which are kind of light lifts. Quiz is basic social media strategy, terminology. Several of you have turned that in. I opened the class early so everybody can get a head start, and I appreciate those of you that have turned work in already, because again, it'll pile up if you let it. You start working to the deadline, and it'll start piling up. So we've got the social media quiz, one discussion post on generational use of social media, which generation gravitates towards which platform, the proposal for a mock company, creating and launching a TikTok campaign. And some of you have asked if you propose your mock company with a TikTok platform, you can use that for the launching a TikTok campaign assignment. Just be sure to show the evolution of your launch and how you're going to expand upon what you started with the first assignment. You will then have the Revive Natural case studies in week 3, and be mindful the second, excuse me, as you're scrolling through, the first link for Revive in the assignment section is the actual submission. The second link is the case study. So that has a lot of the data that you'll use to make your decisions. Moving into redesigning a social media campaign, which is another assignment, followed by a social media audit, and then your final, which is a LinkedIn profile audit. So be, again, aware that when you see a deliverable that has and there's several, a deliverable that has a narrative and a presentation, don't submit a PowerPoint without an annotation. So if you're doing a presentation, I just don't want to see 10 slides that might have been converted over from an AI drop. I want to hear an annotated presentation. So you go up in the right-hand corner and you amend your presentation in PowerPoint with a visual of summary, excuse me, of the actual presentation. So you'll tell me exactly what each slide contains and how it's relative. So they're two-parters. So they're not just, again, cut and paste, drop the slides, put a lot of words into the PowerPoint. We don't want that. We want you to use images, dual modality, where you've got images and a narration going on over the top of it, where readers are more likely to pick up on that information that you're delivering. So when you see deliverables, make sure if it has both a narrative and a presentation, that your narrative is your outline, your summary, and your presentation is the annotated PowerPoint. And if you don't know how to annotate a PowerPoint, you can email me and I will send a link out. I'm probably going to post a link in on the announcements as well after I load this video. So the other, when you're conducting a social media audit, which is our week 4 assignment, do not purchase Hootsuite, Sprout Social, BuzzSumo. I just want you to research what those tools will do. I don't want you to create accounts and run your data through that to try to come up with some type of summary. Just research as to what the value is based on what you're looking for as an outcome. So do not purchase anything. And for our LinkedIn final, that's 30% of your grade. So even if you're cruising into the final with a decent average, the way it's weighted, it's essentially a third of what you'll be submitting for the semester. Your test and quiz that is a 5%er. Your discussion post is a 5%er. I just want you to engage with the rest of your class. And many of you will never be in a class with each other again. This is just a way in which you can engage with academic colleagues and share thoughts. And then each particular case study and assignment is worth 12 points. So that's the breakdown of the 8 items that you'll be submitting. If you're 1 week late on an assignment, you start with a 90. So if you miss a deadline, you get it in within a week, you're starting at a 90. If you're 2 weeks late, it's a 0. So because it's a 5-week class, you can't drag that long. Best way to reach me is via email. Do not email me through Blackboard because it doesn't sync with all of our emails. CT State, it did a migration. So I will not see that until I physically go in and look in that mailbox. So, but reach out if you have any questions. It goes quick, pay attention, make sure your due dates are met. And we look forward to getting you up to speed on strategies to help professionalize your social media use. So thanks, everybody. We will talk to you soon. Goodbye.